The trade union movement is calling time on this.
We will be banning this product coming into the country. It is completely imported, it is deadly, it needs to be stopped immediately.
The trade union will ensure that no worker in this country is exposed to this lethal product.
Fed up with waiting for state and federal governments to act, the unions today made good on threats to ban engineered stone.
We do not want to see it even getting onto site. We're going to stop it at the borders and make sure that no deadly engineered stone enters this country.
We won't be importing it onto our ports, it will not be coming onto the docks, and we won't be working with it in the construction division.
From mid-next year, they'll be blocking it at our borders, banning it on work sites, determined to save Aussie workers from the same fate as colleagues who, for years now, have been sharing their horror stories.
My breathing's quite heavy most of the time.
I am most probably going to be spending the last couple of years of my life bedridden.
I collapsed at work. They took me to the hospital and found spots all over my lungs.
Mum's going to have to be my carer. I don't wish this upon anyone.
Dubbed the new asbestosis, silicosis is a debilitating lung condition caused by breathing in ultrafine silica dust released during the cutting of man-made stone. One study predicting up to 100,000 Aussies will develop the condition after being exposed at work.
This is one of the fastest growing diseases in this country. In fact, it is the fastest growing occupational disease in this country.
The government says federal, state and territory ministers will meet on Friday to discuss the silicosis report commissioned earlier this year. Workers, though, say they know enough. Now is the time for action.
We've done this before. We've done this in relation to asbestos. It was the trade union movement that led the bans on asbestos 20 years ago. We're doing the same this time.
Joanna McNeil was diagnosed with silicosis in 2019. Joanna, we're used to seeing big, burly tradies talking about this disease. How did you get silicosis?
So I worked in a quarry in Melbourne's Eastern. I worked there from 2013 just in admin, and I went off on maternity leave, came back, had a medical and had a biopsy and got diagnosed with silicosis.
How did you react when you got that diagnosis?
Well, first of all, I didn't even know what silicosis was. I didn't even know what silica dust was. When I worked at the quarry, I worked in admin and safety as well. So I help implement safety in the workplace. I'm really shocked that I didn't even know what silica dust was. So getting diagnosed with silicosis, I had no idea what it was. I was really shocked. I had to Google it, first of all, because I had no idea. You know, there's nothing nice about it. It is a death sentence. There is nothing good about this at all.
What's been the biggest impact on your day-to-day life with this disease?
I mean, for me, it's the unknown at this stage. Like, I've been in and out of hospital. I get hit at heaps of different angles. Whether it's, to do with my breathing, or it sets off autoimmunes in my bodies, or I get, from a little common cold from my daughters turns into pneumonia for me. It's really challenging, and I don't know, I get hit from all different angles and I don't know what's going to come of it.
You mentioned your daughters there, you've got 2 little girls. Do they understand what's going on?
My little one doesn't really understand. My oldest one, who's 7 now, she has an idea of it. She's seen me in hospital numerous times. My daughters go to therapy because they're worried about their mum constantly. The therapist said to me, "Oh, your daughter wants to sleep in your bed every night because she's worried that you won't wake up." And it has a massive impact on my children, and it's something from a workplace injury that they should never have to deal with. It is affecting my children. It's got a domino effect.
We've been reporting on this for years, and anecdotally in the stone business, there's been a lot of talk about this, and still there's been no government ban. What's your message to the politicians on this?
My message to the politician is that this is a preventable disease, and I cannot understand how this is not banned. It really blows my mind. I mean, when are they going to take this on board and take it seriously? I've met numerous people that have silicosis from engineered stone. They can't even walk 20 metres. This is not a way to live for, you know, as something that's purely aesthetics in homes.
Joanna, what do you think when you walk into people's kitchens and you see man-made stone?
You know, it makes me absolutely cringe because every time I look at a Caesar stone benchtop, I just think of that poor person that's cut that stone or, you know, their life. Like, pretty much every stone I look at now, I just think that that's a death sentence for whoever cut that.
Joanna, it's such a heartbreaking story, yours and so many others like yours that we've covered over the years. Thank you so much for speaking to us today. I really appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thank you.